Happy February, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Joanna the Medium. These are going to be readings for February 2018. They are general readings, so I tap into various aspects. What I focused on the most was to give you information that will ultimately help you become a stronger individual that is able to create your abundance, your joy, and your happiness. So I always have that in mind, and Spirit will always give me information that will help you understand yourself on a much deeper level, and also help you understand where you're going and what it is that you might do in order to help you accomplish certain goals. The energy of the eclipse of January 31st came into play in these readings, and I actually talk about that extensively on the last radio show, which I have posted, and I think the link is down below for you, where I do readings and conversation with Amma, and in a second hour we talk about how the January 31st eclipse affects us personally and also globally. And I actually channeled some messages from Spirit about this eclipse, which I'm not an astrologer, and I'm confirm it, so that was actually quite neat for me. So if you want to listen to it, do so. That link is down below, and because that energy will definitely affect you for the next 6 months, and I saw the effects of it in all the readings, including the relationship readings. So many things are leaving because we are being prepared for something bigger, for something new, for something more exciting. So you might have noticed the shift of energy the last few weeks. I certainly have, which is why these videos are late, but they will also keep these energies, the shifts will transpire throughout the next 6 months or so, I've been told. These are general readings, so they may not make sense to you right away. They almost never make sense to you at the beginning, so please listen to them at the end. Also, the love readings, which I go into detail about relationships of any sort. If you would like to have that for the entire 2018, that link is down below for you, so go ahead and go there. And I think that's all I have. I want to wish you wonderful Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. If you don't, I wish you wonderful February regardless. And without further ado, of course, if you would like a private session, that information is down below. But without further ado, let's start off with your general February readings. And of course, listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, because they will often add way more information than the sun sign reading. So without further ado, let's move on to readings. Hello, beautiful Leos. This is going to be a reading for the month of February 2018, general reading. Let me just say here is that I was looking forward to your reading because I know you guys have been struggling for a while, and there are good things happening in your life, but there seems to be a worry. So I don't know if some of you are stuck in the past, if you aren't able to let go of some decisions that were made for you or by you not that long ago, but there's a brand new beginning here that's about to transpire, or that is transpiring already, but it's almost like you can't see the forest for the trees, and you're still stuck in what you lost, or in impoverished thinking. You have the Five of Cups. You have Five of Cups and you have Five of Pentacles, and that's a card of emotional poverty and also financial poverty. But you are recovering from something. That is for sure. When I looked at all the numbers here, it's fantastic, because what's happening here energetically, you are in a process of expansion. And I think I might have said this to you in the relationship reading. Certainly we go much into depth about that. But many of you have been on hold or in a holding pattern for quite some time, and you've been putting pieces together in order to structure a foundation for yourself, or a solid foundation. That's what I want to say, so that you can then start moving forward. And I feel like many of you are either going to attain it in the month of February through March, or you just attained it and it's somehow not sinking in. You have number 1, which is all about brand new beginnings. Your first card is Ace of Cups. So there are definitely brand new beginnings. Some of you are still dealing with some endings, or a residual of endings that transpired either last year or early this year. For many of you, this is a month of much celebration. It's a month of emotional release. I see this like a fountain shooting up. It is a time for celebration, though I feel many of you don't feel that for some reason. It's like it's either you're not expecting it, you didn't expect it, or you're expecting something to go wrong, which is really, really weird. Well, actually, no. If you had things going wrong for a while, I could see how that may be your thought, which is also why you might be stuck in the past. Ultimately, everything is for the purpose of helping you solidify a brand new solid foundation, brand new ground. And that is fantastic. You are at an end of a cycle. And I think I've said this to every single sign, because the month of January and February eclipse is a time of marked endings and brand new beginnings. So it's almost inevitable that something in your life is going to reach its conclusion in order for you to move on and move forward to bigger, better, grander, whatever it is. So let's start off with your energy cards, or with the cards that represent the theme for this month. 2 cards came up, so I always take what comes. You have Ace of Cups, as I mentioned, but then you have 2 of Swords in reverse. So there is definitely going to be a brand new beginning, or brand new beginning is in the air. But it's causing you some mental exhaustion, mental conflict. Well, this card says mental conflict. It's like you're going back and forth, and there's this indecision. It's like you're doubting. Whatever this brand new beginning is, I feel it's really good. I do see it has a huge potential. I do see it's going to help you regain your strength, which is what you need, and I think you've lost it for a while. So I don't know why why you are still stuck in your brain, but I feel the energies are going to work with you in order to help you release whatever that tension is. You have the heart chakra, and you have it in an upright position, which tells me that for the most part, I want to say some of January and February is going to feel emotionally strong for you. It is also a time where you will begin to heal. Now, it is possibly because of this brand new beginning. Now, this brand new beginning can be a mutual agreement between 2 parties, as in work, but it has an emotional flow to it, which means it's good for both parties. So there is an agreement of some sort. Obviously, this can be a relationship, of course, of any sort, a new endeavor, whatever it is. This is the river of life that I'm being shown. You know, the rainbow is good luck. So there is definitely a positive emotional new beginning, which will allow you, I believe, to start getting some emotional healing. You just have to figure out why this guy is popping up, which is indecision. But perhaps some of you are very logic oriented and you mull things to death. So let's move on with the rest of the cards. So then I said, okay, what does Leo need to leave behind? For most of the readings, I said, what are they leaving behind? But right now, I felt I needed to say what you need to leave behind. Beautiful, because one of the first cards you have is 5 of Cups. So this is emotional poverty. What do I mean by that? This is being stuck in focusing on what you've lost, not what is still in front of you. This is what you need to leave behind. So obviously something has transpired at some point and you are still not able to move forward. You can see this lady is sitting here in the darkness. She's pretty distraught. She's not very happy. Here's her head. That's the head, right? Here's her intellect going on overdrive. And these are broken. These are emotions. So somebody stomped on your emotions, but there's still some left. But she's not paying attention to it. The light behind her signifies that there is a light at the end of this. Why are you not looking at it? Why are you looking in a different direction? So this is about you letting go of a loss that transpired at some point, but is no longer in your life. You need to move on. So I said, show me supporting information. You have 8 of Cups in reverse, inability to move on. So this is a bit of like a double whammy. Not only are you being asked to leave this way of feeling behind, it's also saying they're stuck, they can't move forward. So I'm saying, okay, why is it that they can't move forward? And you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So there's a bit of agitation here. There's a bit of, yeah, I feel insecurity here. Now 9 is number of endings. You are in a brand new beginning. So I feel like this, I want to say this indecisiveness, this unedginess has to do with something that has ended at some point. And as a matter of fact, when I asked more information about this, I got the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is probably career oriented. It can be oriented towards a relationship, but something that was no longer working, something that was lacking oomph, emotional block, creative block, that's something that you need to leave behind. And it pertains to decisions. Again, you're looking at your future and not knowing what to do. So there is a sense of indecisiveness that you are still clinging on. Now, whatever that is about for you, if you are still experiencing this in February, know that February is geared towards you having a brand new emotional sustenance. It's about emotional, rebirth. This is what this month is for you, to prepare you for. Now, I said, show me what's going to happen in February. Like what's going on? You've got the Seven of Swords. So this is, as many of you know, I want to say this is a card of intellect, because yes, it is. And I feel like somebody's going to, let me just do it this way. So you got the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and I said, okay, I need to know more supportive information. You have the Knight of Swords, and then you have Five of Pentacles in reverse. So what this is telling me, I'm looking at it as a story. I feel like somebody is trying to steal your spotlight, or you will feel like somebody's trying to steal your spotlight in the month of February. Alternatively, you might be fearful that somebody is going to find you out, somebody's going to take something away from you. It could also be that you will be in a situation where somebody is not very honest with you. This is about ideas, thoughts. It feels more to be business oriented. So that's kind of what I'm picking up. The other thing that I'm hearing here is whoever this person is that represents stealing ideas or not being very honest, because of the way it's being shown to me, this action, Knight of Swords is very action-oriented, very ideas, brand new ideas. I think somebody doesn't like your new ideas. So I feel this is you, even though you are a fire sign. I see this as you. The Knight, the Sword, the Red, I see this as a Leo. That's what I see you in this card as. And I feel like somebody is not going to be very... You might be in a situation where somebody's trying to undermine you, okay? And then I'm asking for more information, like what is this about? And it looks to me like so this is financial recovery. This is Five of Coins in reverse. If you have lost a job at some point, it looks like in the month of February, you will be in a position to have a financial recovery. This is also a recovery in a relationship, something that has transpired. Maybe someone was very dishonest with you and you are going to put an end to it. You're going to move past it. You're going to move behind it. You're going to move forward away from it. Now remember, you have Five of Cups, which is a loss. So some of you may have lost a job, you may have lost a career, you may have lost a relationship. I don't think it's someone, but you have lost something. And it could be because somebody was being dishonest. Very, very much so. Or this is what's going to transpire in February. Point is, if there is any dishonesty or anybody that is kind of shady around you, work particularly, I want to say friends, yes, but I want to say work. I feel you're going just to put stop to it and you're going to move past it. You're very organized here. You're very organized with your thoughts. I don't know why I see this as you. And what I'm going to say here is charge forward with confidence. Now, I know a lot of you have been lacking confidence because of what has happened. You have had difficulties in the past. I see this. You had, they said to me you had amnesia. It's almost like for many of you, you forgot who you were temporarily. And that may also make you feel a little bit insecure. Maybe you're insecure because people are going to find you out and because you've lost a little bit of your strength or a little bit of your confidence. And I remember some of the readings that you've had in the past. You have been dealing with a lot of crap. But the good news is, may I say again, you're fundamentally going to be restored, emotionally speaking. So then I said, okay, show me future. Boom, you have the Emperor. Emperor is the leader. This is you. So you are going to find yourself in a position of a leader. You're going to regain your strength and control. You're going to become much more focused on being the best you can be versus focusing on what you've lost in the past. Queen of Swords also showed up. Now, because this is a general reading, I don't necessarily see it as a female. Yes, it could be a female. So what I see here is that there may be a female around you or a male who is very intellectual, very strong, very organized. And I feel like number one, she or he is going to be supporting you, having your back. But I also feel their intellectual strength is going to help you regain control. So this is how I want to do it. This feels to me like a couple. Seems to me like a collaboration. And again, this could be male, female, both male, female. It feels like you will be either coupled with someone who's going to be very compatible with you and also help you regain your strength, or you're going to find yourself in an environment where you will have a lot of support. Now, what's interesting here is you have the Seven of Swords, which is the card of dishonesty. I see this as brutal truth. So if you have someone like that in your life in the month of February, I would just say, just be yourself, be the strong person, move away from someone who wants to steal something from you, comes from a place of poverty. Don't attract it because you have it in your mind, you have it in your past. I just want to say, whoever this person is, this could also be you, part of you being very, not sneaky. Well, yes, it could be, I guess. So if that's the case, obviously don't do that. But this could be that you are fearing that somebody is going to find you out. And again, it's because I feel in the past you were, this is how you felt, which is someone who doesn't have control. But this person, whoever this person is, she or he is going to help you. And also, this is how you will be feeling very mentally strong. So I asked for supportive information. What is it that you need to focus on? To the sea. This is a message of just go with the flow. Don't look into the past. Don't resist letting things go. Just move on with the flow. Things are really good. Things are happening. One of the other cards you have is a tribe. What is it called? The tribe in a reverse or in a protection position. What this is saying to me is make sure you don't compromise your integrity by trying to fit in. Now, if you have lost something important, I want to say a job, a contract, a marriage, a relationship, if you have lost something and it was difficult to let it go, you may have a tendency towards over-compromising and doing things in order to belong that fundamentally don't work with your integrity. In other words, settling for something less than what you truly desire or what you want because you're afraid you're never going to get it. So this is about being true to yourself. Compromise is always important, but when we emotionally, mentally, and physically overcompromise, we are taking resources, vital resources from ourselves, and that never, ever, ever fundamentally sustain itself for a long time. This is who you are going to be. This is who you are. This is who you are meant to be. Overcompromising or neglecting your truth or your own integrity is not going to make you that. Okay? And that's certainly not a way to get to the top. And the last but not least card you have is happy. It's a beautiful card at the end because you have the card of mental damage, okay? Card of doubt, card of indecision. You have the card of needing to let go the past, focus on what you have. You have the card of challenges with moving forward, leave that behind. These are happy times. Expect good things to happen to you. When you fundamentally feel happy inside, good things will happen to you because that energy will attract like energy. This is also talking about being silly. Act like a child. And of course, I'm not asking you to go to work and act like a child. That would be dumb of me to say. But this is about having the innocence of a child, and we as a children, we're at awe, everything is amazing, and having that energy is prime energy for supporting and attracting abundance on every single level. So if you have gone through a lot of turmoil in the last little while, and it's been really difficult journey, and it's been really hard for letting it go, the message here is let it go. You have a brand new beginning. Your heart is going to start to heal. And most importantly, focus on being happy within yourself. At the end of the day, that's really all we can really do. Because what do we really have control over in our life? If you really think about it, it's not very much. The true control that we really have is the way we connect to the world and the way we act or react. Because the way we think, the way we connect mentally and emotionally, that is really under our control. Everything else really isn't. So when we are fundamentally, this is also asking you to engage in things that make you laugh and make you light. Go out for dinner with a friend and go see a silly movie. Anything that would allow you to have the joy of this little girl. She's carefree, right? And it's interesting because this is keyhole. So this is where the key would be. Your key to happiness is, your key to eternal happiness is happiness within you. But I know you know that already. And then I'm being shown the number 8. So obviously you are born in July and August. I always think of 8 as a Leo number. So it's a number of strength. This is about regaining your strength, restructuring the way you think about yourself, and also what you offer of yourself to people. And I feel some of you have overcompromised in the past, that's why this is coming up. And you are on some level choosing to no longer. But first you have to let go of this emotional poverty. Okay? If you say to yourself, it's never enough, I'll never have enough, nobody will ever want me, I'll never make enough money, you will never be able to do that because you will constantly keep proving yourself wrong. So please don't do that. Okay? Now remember, you're expanding. There will be new beginnings. When we expand, we bump into uncomfortable moments because we're being pushed towards something we're unfamiliar with. It's only natural to feel slightly nervous. But at the end of the day, this is all about brand new formations. So congratulations for whatever it is I wanted to say. Congratulations to you. Heads up, not nose up, heads up. And stay strong. I wish you a wonderful month of February. If you wish to comment down below, please do so. And take care of yourself. For personal readings, that information is down below. And of course, the relationship readings, that information is down below too. Thank you so much. Enjoy and see you soon.